Hey, this is Chloe from Polkadotzy, and we're going to talk about the things that we can do when we're faced with body shame or people who are so not body positive. Okay, number one, walk away. Do you know what? Everyone's on a journey, right? And I think the body positive movement and being able to radically fall in love with your own body is actually a sign of a certain type of consciousness. It's opting out of the status quo, and that can be really, really scary and confronting for some people because we are constantly bombarded with the information that smaller is better or muscular is better. Actually, they're not so bad. And you know, we get sold this lie that there is one type of acceptable body shape, and anything that doesn't fit into that very narrow mold isn't okay. So let it go. If they come to the party, if they join you in the journey, then that's okay. Number two, lead by example. I would say be a sparkly, shining diamond of like example, more or less. Put yourself up on a pedestal. Don't let the haters bring you down, because quite frankly, the more you love on your body, the less likely you are to buy into the hate stuff, yeah? You know, words hurt. Words can do a lot of damage, but you still have the power to surround yourself with people who lift you up. So when you're having one of those days where, you know, people are like, ugh, how can you be a personal trainer when you look like that? Or, you know, maybe you should consider like a larger pair of jeans. And are you really wearing that? Honey, I think you should, oh my God, like crop top? Are you for real? Or watch out, beached whale, everybody, beached whale coming through. Or one of my favorites that came from a family member of mine. Bush pig coming through, bush pig coming through. I mean, seriously. People can be so cruel. Am I right? Surround yourself with people who aren't going to do that. Surround yourself with people who are going to uplift you. And just set yourself as the example of what body positivity looks like. And if you've got people who've got your back, that's a heck of a lot easier than standing out there on your own. Take it from me. Number three, slap them. I did say the slapping time she comes, but no, I don't mean slap them in the physical sense, right? I mean, like, give them information as to why there isn't one type of body. Invite them to go see the Embrace film with you. Like, I mean, it's not all that I want the body positivity movement to be, but it's a fantastic documentary, and I take my hat off to Taryn and her team for what they've started. They've really got the ball rolling there, and it's amazing. So maybe, like, give them information, educate them, help them to realize that what they're doing is actually damaging and breaking people. And there are better ways. Actually, maybe don't frame it like that. Maybe frame it to them in a way of, hey, do you know what? Your way of thinking is fantastic. Here's another way of thinking as well. Perhaps together we can find some commonality in what we believe in, and let's stick with the middle ground. Because even if it's not 100% body positive, and even if it's not 100% along the way there, it's a work in progress, right? We're all a work in progress. The other things that I like are the block and delete button on Facebook. You know, some people are just not going to be along for the journey, and it's okay to let them go. Sometimes those are the people who are closest to us, and if they're being shaming and hateful and really bringing you down, maybe it's time to really evaluate, do they actually deserve a place in your life? Have they earned the right to be part of your journey and your story? Or are they just there to, you know, be the bad guys in the book? And you know what happens to the bad guys in most books, unless you're reading Game of Thrones. The bad guys usually get it in the end, or, you know, they disappear out of the story. It's okay to block and delete people and move on. Don't engage. I'm really guilty of this, because sometimes I like to dig my heels in arguments that, you know, when you're arguing with a pigeon or playing chess with a pigeon, you know, the pigeon's still going to crap all over the board and strut around like it won the game anyway. Sometimes with the body shamers, that's exactly how it's going to play out. So sometimes just not engaging is the best option. Help someone who they're shaming. Like, reach out and lift up somebody. Invite them to the Polkadotzy group. Give them information. Give them a hug. Like a virtual hug if you're far away, and a real hug if you're in person, if they like being hugged, of course. And lift someone up. because it sucks being bullied, right? And that's really what body shame is. It's bullying. And my industry, the personal training industry, is rife with it. We tell women all the time that they can't be valuable unless they fit a certain type of body, and they can't be valuable unless they're doing a challenge or they're losing weight. And we reward women for losing weight. Can't it be about being healthy? Can't it? Can't it? And I guess the final thing that I would suggest is, bringing as many people into the body positive fold as you possibly can. I encourage you to start your own groups. I encourage you to start your own movements. Love people the way through. Be the change you want to see in the world, to probably misquote that quote. It's Gandhi. I don't agree with everything Gandhi has to say, but really, be the change that you want to see in the world. It's never about you. When someone's being a bully, and I'm not condoning or excusing their behaviour, it's usually about something that's going on with them. So don't undervalue yourself because someone doesn't see your gorgeousness. They don't deserve a part in your life if that's the case. And you have access. If you're watching this video, you're probably a member of the Polka Dotsy group. You have women in there who will support you, who will rally by your side and uplift you and encourage you and tell you that you're beautiful and help you find the beauty in your individuality. And that's really what it is. And yeah, I don't think you can fix people, because you don't come to the conclusions of body positivity unless you're open to it. It's like religion. And when you see the light, you see the light, and you move into it. And I mean, that's a really crappy way of describing what I'm trying to do here, because there are so many religions and I don't want to offend anybody. But, sometimes our beliefs are really misguided, and sometimes there is a better way to practice our lives, and sometimes we need to be aware that a little bit of kindness and compassion goes a lot further than shame and hate. So there you have it. I strongly encourage you to, number 1, be the change. Number 2, disengage. Number 3, find support. Number 4, there is no number 4. Number 3, find support is really where it's at. I'm Chloe from Polka Dotsy. I really hope this helps you along your body positive journey. I've got your back.